cushion fairy. Oh. I forgot. Hello, everyone. How are you? Listening and sewing, the masks continue. Awesome. Debbie Kidd, hello, my love. How are you? Sheila Cushionberry, hello. Tanyu, thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. Thank you very much. Treasure Designs, Diamond Collins, Leo Nelson, Miss Social Deb. You guys are phenomenal supporters of this channel. Thank you for being YouTube Hoop Group members. Hello to everyone. It is Sunday evening. It is 9 p.m. And we got a couple of folks in here. Let's see, from Maryland, Miss Jackie Maddox, Canada, Miss Karen Murray, Rose from Delaware, all over the place. How is everyone doing this evening? Love how you guys welcome new people. Well, thank you, Miranda. We love having new people here with us and appreciate folks supporting the channel by joining us on Sundays. Definitely appreciate that. Hello, Miss Phyllis Simpson and Latasha. Hi, how are you? Thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. And Mom of 12 said you finally ordered a replacement hoop for your Singer XL 400 6x10 so that you can jump in on the mask game. I know that's right, girl. Congratulations. Let us know how it goes. And if you are able to get your masks up and going, I'm trying to tell y'all, it has been insane around here. And I said I was not going to even bring them up tonight. That's how many I've been doing. And I'm just like, oh no. It's funny because one of the things I thought about showing, I had one longtime viewer get in touch with me last week, and she was saying that she did see the live on how to make the mask, but I didn't show how to pleat the mask. And we did do a video on pleating to a really quick, it's like 5 or 7 minutes, something like that, and intended to upload it, but I've been busy and haven't been able to get it uploaded, even though we just recorded it a couple of days ago though. So and I thought about doing pleating tonight live, but you know, I don't know. Y'all probably tired of masks. Y'all probably sick and tired of masks. So I was like, we'll figure out something else to do. That's hilarious. I just realized the mirror got you on camera. I can see you. Because I forgot and left that mirror right there. But at any rate, how is everyone doing this evening? Hey, Miss Eartha Lewis, how are you? Hey, Kat, how are you doing? Are you still working? Because aren't you, seem like I remember where you're working. I don't want to say it just in case, you know, or whatever. But I hope you're doing okay. Made by Q. Hello, Patricia Husky. Thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. No, you're not. Okay, cool. Hopefully everyone is being safe. How are you all doing this evening? Iris Steptoe from Love, Saskatchewan. Hello from Love, Saskatchewan, Canada. Did I say that right? I think I did. I'm not sure. Virginia for Evelyn Cooper. Jenny Rush from Washington State. Alaska, Tammy Gross Hung. Thank you for joining us from Alaska. How is it there? Is it cold and snowy still? Or is this y'all's warm season? I don't know. Need to learn my geography, don't I? Ingrid C. Hey, how are you? Mass production going on your way as well, y'all. Treasure Design says finishing an order of 150 for your hospital. Y'all, I had a request for 3,000 in 4 days, and I'm like, not sure what production assembly line you think I got running on over here, but that's not going to work around here. Hello, Angelia Baker. How are you? Question: do I need that quilter holder to make the mask design you teach? Quilter holder. What is a quilter holder? There's no, there isn't anything that you have to have other than a hoop large enough to hold the mask. So if you have a hoop large enough, then that's pretty much all you need. Let's see. Been on leave for a month. I know that's right. We gotta stay safe. Hello, Sharon Edge Harley and Jennifer Allison. How are you? Iris Steptoe says, yes, you sure did. Awesome. Eartha Lewis, hi, even everyone from Port Allen, Louisiana. We had a beautiful day today, but now we are under a tornado watch. Someone else just said the same thing, that tomorrow, I think, or the next day, we're supposed to be under threat of tornadoes again, because we were last week as well. We didn't have any, thank goodness, but the weather was really bad. The wind was blowing. It was like real tragic, and several trees were down. As a matter of fact, that day, most of our area was without power. Fortunately, we didn't lose power, but a lot of people really did. Watching you with Bailey. Hey, Bailey. Hey, Bailey, baby. How are you? Welcome back. It's always good to have you watching with your grandma. Hopefully you ain't driving grandma up the wall. Nice. Soulful Creation says, happy Sunday. Thank you. Miss 143, hello from Texas. Hello, how are you? Welcome, welcome. Lupe said, I made it on time. It's okay. Were you able to get your thread from Madeira? Mama 12 is funny. I thought about that today. I was like, you know what? I need to humble myself down some and go ahead and order that thread. I had not. I ended up getting Stabilizer from Tex-Mac, which is Happy Embroidery Machine Company. They have their headquarters here in Charlotte, and I know them pretty well. And I was hoping they would throw the Stabilizer out the back door, and they were like, no, but we'll give you free shipping. And I was like, yeah, so I'll take that. So he shipped out Stabilizer for me, and the Stabilizer got gone in, it was a 23-inch wide roll, 20 foot of Stabilizer, 20 yards, 20 foot, 20 something. I had to look it up. It was a big roll, and it got gone. I mean, it didn't last any time on these masks. So I ended up having to order more Wednesday night. I ordered more Wednesday night, and it got here Friday. And this time I ordered 2 rolls. So I'm hoping it'll last me a good while. Kiro Will, hello from Guyana, South America. Welcome. Thank you for joining us from so far away. We appreciate you being here with us. But yeah, I do intend to order the thread. I didn't, because, and it's funny, there are so many things that I probably need to go ahead and order right now, and I have on a list to order, and I just haven't, because I have not had the time to, I mean, it's like as soon as I finish one sizable order of masks, then here comes more. And the thing about it is, while I'm trying to get the orders out that are coming from the website, I also have other orders coming in, personal orders from like family and friends. They're like, hey, you know, can we get our masks? And I'm like, dude, you know, I got a list of folks that I'm trying to bust out orders in order, you know. So it's like I'm having to squeeze in masks here and there as well, which is fine. I have no issues with it in a way. It's just like no one understands that it's a lot to get all of these done, and these folks online definitely are not going to have any sympathy. Not that I need sympathy, but you know what I'm trying to say. The folks online are like, we placed our order, we need it. Even though I have online, there's a turnaround time, but it's like the folks that are in your face, they don't really always seem to understand that. So it's a little interesting to see, you know, how that works, because what happens is, for example, my aunt came by today, and a neighbor of hers was wanting masks done, and she had asked, I think earlier this week, and she wanted a specific color of mask and a specific type, which I had one extra one and then ended up having another. So earlier this week I gave her the one extra one so that she could sell it to the lady. And then the lady was like, okay, I'm ready for my next mask, which I happen to have an extra one. So she came to pick that up, but she also wanted the other mask that she wanted. She was like, yeah, she's hounding me over these masks. And I'm like, dude, she's hounding you, but you know, I'm here trying to get this big order done, and it's not I don't want to say not fair, that's the wrong word, but it's like you can't let these people pressure you to pressure me. You see, this is just, I don't know, maybe I'm overthinking it and need to stop thinking about it and just do the mask, but it's difficult because I'm in the middle of a lot of stuff right now. So but at any rate, so that's what's going on with it was my butterfly fabric and not another bale. Oh, sweet. Yeah, no, I sent out your fabric. I hope you like it. So at any rate, it's been busy around here. We've been churning out face masks. My mom and my aunties have been quite instrumental in getting a lot of the fabric prepped so that all I have to do is pleat, even though they've been pleating some as well. So the ones that they've pleated, I can go ahead and cut in the right dimensions and then put on the machine when we finish the web orders. So I'm excited about that. That's the next step, because that way those masks, when we get them done, people can just buy them because they're available and they're already made. They're not like something that was requested, because those requested masks usually take longer. I'm putting embroidery on them. I wish I had one to show you, but I don't. Not a completed one anyway. So they're asking for the embroidery, and what I have decided to do was go ahead and do the embroidery on 2 of the layers and then put the back layer on. So, oh, Scooby-Doo, no honey. I'm not a fan of butterflies, so it's all right. You can, I will not be asking for that back. Debbie Kid, I decided I didn't want to do them too much stress. It is a lot of stress. It is a lot of stress, especially if you have multiple orders and the orders are all coming from all different directions. It's very stressful. That actually is more stressful than anything, is the different directions that the requests are coming from, because with the online orders, I print them out and I have the printouts and the list of them, whereas when someone calls and they're like, hey, I need blah blah blah, or text, and I'll forget. And so it's like a couple of days later and they're like, okay, did you get my request? And I'm like, it's not in front of me, so I don't see it. So it makes it a little more difficult for me to remember. I thought I was the only one experiencing the overwhelmingly sense of I gotta have mines now, family and friends. No, that's a common thing with anything that a person does, honestly. And this is more of a not soapbox, but more of a being real one-on-one with you guys, completely honest, because all of us, everyone has some form of talent. And I'm gonna get into it this route, because one of my uncles works on lawn equipment, and I'm the commercial lawn equipment. He's very good at it, has had a business for a long time doing commercial lawn equipment. Most of the lawn care folks in the area know him because he's good at what he does. He knows what he's doing and he can get them done. But there are times, I'm sure, where he's had people to come to him and they're like, we need this now, but you need it now, but there's 5 other people ahead of you that need it now too. So you have to get in line and let me work, in order. And then a lot of times, if someone in the family or someone that's a friend that knows that's what he does and their equipment goes down, then it's like, hey, can you help me out? Can you hook me up? But he's staring at a big pile of equipment over here that needs to be done. So it can happen on all kinds of platforms. Maybe there's a family member that cooks really well, and they may be trying to cook for their family, but here someone over here may want them to cook something special that they really like because they know this person cooks well. It can be on any platform. So there's nothing super unexpected about it, because that's just life. A lot of times we want the folks around us in our circle to to treat us special, so to speak. I don't know how to explain it, but a lot of times we expect more of our family and close friends than we do regular people. Regular people, like, I ain't worried about her. She'll get to it when she do whatever. But when it's family, it's like, oh no, you need to get this done. I don't know what's taking you so long. Why are you not putting me ahead? Why are you dragging your feet when that's not the case? So it can be not unexpected, I'll put it that way. But that's just a part of we as human nature. We now, our society as a whole, especially in the United States, we have this me first, me now, gotta have it type attitude, and it's prevalent, especially in the youth. Oh my God, have y'all ever noticed that? Especially in the youth. But it's prevalent all across the board because we were raised to have instant gratification, and it can rear its ugly head sometimes in the worst of places. Leela says it's stressful. I stopped taking orders on Facebook after 2 days until I can get caught up on working night and day. Stress. Yeah. And then the funny thing is, a lot of times, you know, for instance, with mine, I make them on the machine. Well, it can be mass or anything. When I make things, make it on the machine, but I go back. There's prep work ahead of time, which a lot of times family and friends or whoever would be willing to help will do, and they have help. Then there's actually performing the work, which for the longest is just me that knows how to operate the equipment. So I would be the only one. I just finished training my husband, so he knows how to actually make masks on the equipment now, the red line anyway. So it's like now I actually have someone else who actually can do it as well. But until then, it was just me. Well, after making them, there's trim work that needs to be done to them afterwards. It's not you pull it off, here you go, it's ready to go. No, I trim, I make sure all my threads are cut. I make sure that like this one, I found a mistake on it, so I'm gonna have to put it back on the machine to fix this. I don't know if you can see, because y'all know how my camera doesn't like to play fair, but there's 2 layers of satin stitching, and this second layer, for whatever reason, it didn't catch well in the back, so I pulled it out so that I can fix this second layer, and I'm gonna put it back on the machine and restitch it. And that being the case, if I don't take the time to do quality control, I wouldn't have found that, and then would have given this to someone and they would have been like, oh no, and then that stitching would have come out and there I look bad. So I take the time and I actually go back and do all the trim work and checking and all that takes time. So it takes time. It's not just put it on, take it off, and I'm done. I wish it was that easy, but it's not. So a lot of times when it comes to filling orders, there's a lot to it that we have to keep in mind. But otherwise, I'm glad to see that so many of you all are jumping on the bandwagon and are actually making them to the extent of even selling them. So that being the case, is going to bring me to another question. If you feel so inclined to answer, how many of you all are finding that this is very profitable for you? Not to say, because I know last week there was someone in here who was more inclined towards donating the mask, and that is okay. All right, don't take this whole conversation as you have to make money off of it. You cannot donate anything. This show encompasses everyone, so if you're donating, that's great. I'm very happy to hear that. But it's also okay for folks to make money off of it. We all have a choice to make, and especially with so many people out of work right now and have no income, that may be the only income they can make right now. And if that's something that can help make sure food stays on the table, even though we ain't got to worry about power getting cut off right now, but if it helps make sure food stays on the table, and that you're able to put gas in your car and whatnot, then by all means, you know, sell your mask. So for those of you who are actually making them for a profit, are you finding out that it is beneficial for you? That's actually the question I'm trying to get at. I don't care if you're doing the one I showed you, which is completely on the embroidery machine, or if you're sewing them yourself, or even if you're not even sewing them, even if you're using stitch witchery and heat gunning them together to make sure that it stay, you know, amassed and you're actually selling them. Are you finding out that they are profitable for you? That's the question that I'm asking. Miss Mary Ann is giving hers away. Miss Social Deb is giving hers away. Sharon says, I'm washing everything also. I considered that. I really did. But then I thought about it. If it were me, and this is just my opinion, if it were me and I was purchasing masks from someone and I was concerned that it wasn't clean enough or that it needed to be sanitized in some form, I would feel more comfortable doing that myself. After purchasing from the person. So that's why I was like, there's no point in me even washing them, because 9 times out of 10, if the person's that concerned, they'll wash it themselves. So I do put a message in with the mask suggesting that they wash them so that they will be sanitized, and let them know Clorox is not a good fit for these because they're cotton fabric and Clorox tends to eat cotton. So, you know, but at any rate, that's awesome. Mr. Eve doing the mask too. Yes, I did say Mr. Eve. I love seeing couples tag teaming. It's very helpful. It really is. It really is, because when you are working by yourself, a lot of times you can be overwhelmed. And the cool thing is, because we tag team, these are getting done much faster than what they ordinarily would have. And having 2 machines going at the same time really helps. That's totally awesome. It really is. Let's see. That's why I thought sewing was faster than embroidery. And in some instances it can be. My dad has even gotten into sewing them, so it's actually really cool to see the encouragement to, you know, and I'm telling family and friends, whomever, you know, get into it. Why not? You know, if you can take the time to actually sew and put some cloth together, watch a couple of YouTube videos and get it figured out. I have more than enough fabric. I have, you know, elastic that I'm willing to help you with if you want to make masks and have a good time. That's because family, I have several who are like, we don't have anything else to do. Dude, you got plenty you can do if you want to, and you can sell these. You know, it's not out here trying to keep folks down when they can make money as well. Orlando says, I just wanted to say that I love listening to you as I sold the 30 masks. I have to get out by tomorrow. Yeah, I've had a couple of those myself where I was like, oh, I really don't want to do these, and ended up having to do it last minute. Let's see. Scooby-Doo says, am I the only one that washes containers and things from marketing before putting it in the pantry and refrigerator? In my house, I don't wash any of that stuff, so I'm not a good one to answer that question. Suzanne Go, Grand Go, what are people charging per mask? I've seen as few as $5 per mask, and I've seen as much as $25 a mask. I have not seen over $25 for a sewn hand crafters type mask. I haven't seen over $25. So there's most masks that I've seen are $10. Most instances they're $10, but I've seen, like I said, as low as $5 and as high as $25. I have to remind them that I'm not Amazon Prime. Ingrid, that's cute. I know that's right. Even though, shoot, Amazon Prime is out here straight tripping. It was something I ordered, a blanket, and they were like, oh yeah, that'll be May 5th. May 5th for a blanket? What if I'm freezing? Why is it going to take so long? And then it had a little message at the bottom, and they were like, non-essential packages are put to the side and blah blah. I'm like, dude, let me find something on here that's essential that y'all can throw in here When did it give me my stuff? Oh, I'm not used to that. I love Amazon Prime, and that's a kick in the pants, I promise you. Let's see. I'm watching everything also. She says, where am I at? And I scrolled up to, okay, here we go. I'm donating to healthcare workers, yas, and selling to everyone else. It's quite beneficial. Yes, that was my initial take on it. So far, I haven't had any healthcare workers approach me and request any, but that was my initial response, was to donate to the healthcare workers. Angelia, I'm doing a little both, donating and selling. Latasha, I was donating at first for healthcare professionals, then regular folks started asking. Yes, it's beneficial and somewhat profitable. Maybe IQ, mine is very affordable. I realize people don't give a lot. It helps to learn my machine. Nice. I love that attitude. Miranda, I gave some away, but word of mouth started selling. Been there. I started out donating them until I lost my job. D. Ashley. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, babe. So yes, it can be helpful to folks who don't have the income. Jojoimo, right? We lost our income in our home and I started selling them. Not great profit, but it's paying a bill. And that's pretty much where I was at with it. Pamela Banks, I gave some away, but have made a little profit. I don't wash them. I do tell them to pre-wash them, Latasha says. Dorothy, yes, I do. My first batch was donated. Being disabled, this is a big help. CMA, pricing is one of my worst nightmares. Pricing is going to be one of your worst nightmares, no matter whether you're making the mask, whether you're doing embroidery or any crafting, really, because I know for myself, I tend to doubt myself and my prices, because a lot of times you'll have someone sneer up at your price or whatever, and that can make you feel some kind of way by the end of the day. But I have a cheerleading team and a business manager behind me that's like, we don't care. You need to look at, this is how much your materials is, this is how much your labor is, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, I have the folks rallying behind me that are like, we don't care how you feel. This is the price that it needs to be in order for you to make a profit. And I definitely appreciate them. But you do want to look at the value of what you're doing, as well as the time that it's taking you to do it. So CMA, pricing being one of your worst nightmares, just step back and take a look at the time that it takes for you to do whatever your project is, no matter what it is, whether it's sublimation, whether it's bling, whether it's making masks, it doesn't matter. Look at the time that it's taking you to do it. Look at the cost of the materials that it's taking for you to make it. Whether you have to pay shipping for your materials to get to you, all of that is a factor. And people tend to forget that it takes electricity, even though, like I said, power is being nice and they ain't cutting people off right now, but it doesn't matter. It still costs. The electric bill isn't disappearing. It's still going to be there. So your electricity, your time, you have specialized equipment, possibly if you're doing embroidery. Or even if you're doing sublimation, you have equipment that most normal people don't have. So all of that needs to be taken into consideration when you are determining your prices, and then ultimately your labor, because you don't want to end up making $5 an hour because you wanted to price your project low, too low. You see what I'm saying? So I was beat over the head with that. And I'm sure if she's not in here already, my business manager would be an amen corner for me right now on that. So you definitely want to, don't feel bad, you know, unless, just take a look at what other folks are doing, but ultimately look at how much work you're doing, and that's how you want to come up with your pricing. Andrea Ross, hello, my dear. How are you? Happy Sunday to you as well. And thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. I appreciate it. Pearl Lucas. Hey, Pearl. I started giving them away until people started wanting to pay for them. My son was offered $30 for a marble mask I made him. And again, CMA, look at that. That's I've heard that as well. My aunt told me something really similar today, that the people wanted the mask so bad. They were talking about, yeah, I'll pay this much for it. And I'm sitting here like, dude, make your money. Make your money. If you want to mark them up, make your money. I don't have any issues with that whatsoever, because folks want And we tend to forget as well, this is custom work. This is how many people can sew a face mask together. How many people have a sewing machine? How many people even know how to sew a face mask together? Yeah, you can get a towel and fold it a certain way, put rubber bands on it and put it around, and yes, you can make a face mask that will work somewhat just like that. But when it comes to a person saying, you know what, I want Marvel fabric, I want superheroes, I want Hulk and Thor on my face mask, and you just so happen to have the fabric for it, well, guess what? There's a premium for this. And who in here doesn't know that this fabric costs way more than this fabric, right? This one isn't going to be $10 a yard. 9 times out of 10, this one will be $10 a yard because there's a license attached to it. So for you to say, I'm only going to charge $2 for this, when you know you paid more than that in your fabric, going to go get it, the gas to go get it, and all that other stuff too. Come on, you have to be realistic in what you're doing and what you're charging. And that's what my business manager had to pound into my stubborn, rock hard head. It was a very difficult lesson for me to learn, but now that I've learned it and I've seen that there are people out there that really appreciate the specialty work that we do, and they're like, oh, that's how much you charge? Okay, here, and pay it. No questions, no bat in the eye, no stress, no nothing. And I'm like, wow, that's really cool. It's cool to feel appreciated for the work that you do in a monetary way. It really is. I mean, anybody can appreciate you if you're giving it away for free, but it's really cool to be appreciated financially as well. Mom of 12 says, I sold some on your sewing machine. I've had people inquire, but I haven't had any sales yet. I'm hoping that I get some sold. If you are on any form of social media, whether it's Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, Twitter, doesn't matter. If you put out there a picture of a mask that you've sewn and you say, hey, look, I have these masks I'm selling and this is how much they are. There's folks out there still looking to purchase masks. They're still looking, they still want them. So definitely utilize that free advertising that's available, free word of mouth, so to speak. So if you just make a post, there's no charge for you posting to your friends, or a public post for that matter, and saying, I have masks, put up a picture, I'll make it what color are you looking for, and I'll ship it to you type situation, and you should be able to get some business out of that. So check back in with me after you've posted to social media, or let me know now, have you posted to social media yet? I would love to know. Lila says, I've had a few people it's been very profitable. I've had a few people in the community make donations towards some, and I'm not charging much for them. $1 to $2, she said. So again, it's up to each person how much you're charging, how you want to charge, but I'm glad that some folks are out there recognizing your hard work and are willing to make donations for you. Crystal Alexander, hey dear, how are you? I only have the 625 SE. I have the repositional hoop and I was able to save it for the bigger hoop, but how do I put A, B, B, etc. to line up? Now, if you're talking about the mask, it's very tedious to get it to line up, because what you're having to do is piece a puzzle together and make it all fit and come together. You can overlap it, but you would actually have to line up both patterns in Sew It Pro in the repositional hoop, and you have to bump like one pattern on one page has the one half of everything. So where it is and where this one is, it's going to split it up, but you have to kind of like bump it a little bit closer together so that it overlaps when it goes to stitch out. And explaining it verbally like this may not be helpful. There are a couple of videos out there. I know one in particular, but it's been a long time since I've seen it. It's a couple of years old, where someone explains repositional hoop and how to, put two patterns together and nudge them together. I wish I could remember who it was, that did it. But I tell you what, if you're on Facebook and you go into the So Help Me with Sew What Pro group, several of the women in there do it on the regular, and they know how to bump those together. So just make a quick post in that group and say, hey, I was wondering, how do you make a seamless, is probably the better word, a seamless stitch out with a repositional hoop when you're trying to join a continuous thing together. Now, a lot of people are going to tell you it can't be done, but it can be done. I've seen it. I tend to not do it because it's a headache, but it can be done. It really can. Carmen Alvarado says, very, very profitable. I am selling them for $10 or donations, and people have been very giving, and those who can't, I just donate them. I'm very blessed. I like how you put that. That's very awesome. And I like how you make it available to whomever needs them, irregardless. And one of the things I'm a firm believer in, you do good to people, it comes back to you. So I absolutely love that. Loving the Craft says she cleans everything that comes in that house. I'm not mad. I'm not mad. Cairo Will, I had to complete 150 masks, a client order who wants to sell them, and it was very tedious and profitable. I used my ordinary brother machine to complete the mini masks. That's what's up. Now, you said you didn't say Guyana, did you? I can't remember where. I'm pretty sure South America, I do remember you saying that. So that's a lot of work, but I'm glad you were able to get something done. Let's see, go back down. Jackie Maddox, making masks to sell is not something I'd want to do. They're time consuming, and I find people don't want to pay. Those I did make, I gave them to family and a few close friends. So again, too, a lot of it is where you are, but in most instances, I've seen the mask business is very well here in my neck of the woods, and from what I've seen online. Karen Murray, Cairo says, I wash my fabric before I actually sew it. I know a lot of folks that do. I do not. Only because it's just a personal preference. Karen Murray says, I charge $7 for local pickup and $10 to mail. My licensed fabric I use only for the ones I give to family and friends. Yeah, because you'd have to mark it up in order for it to be a profit. In the past 2 weeks, Orlando says, I've been able to pay off the sewing machine I bought last November. That's all I wanted to really do. Look at that. You see what I'm saying? It's just, I don't even really know what to say. Congratulations to you, though, because that's an accomplishment when you have payments and you finally get that sucker paid off. It's a really good feeling. Shonda Coleman, hello for AR. I'm selling masks for $5, and now I'm working on the scrub caps that nurses wear. I'll be selling those for $10 to $15. I remember you mentioning that last week, that you do the caps and the masks. Lupe, I sold around 40 masks last week to my coworkers and neighbors. I sold them for $3. They said $5 was expensive. Oh no. Oh no. I am sorry to hear that. Hi Linda, how are you? Linda Hargis. Hello, hello. Price comparison also helps, yes. $5 is not expensive considering supplies and your time, Leslie Ram says. I agree to a certain extent, because some folks just still don't want to spend money, and letting other folks dictate your prices is tragic. It's very demeaning. Very demeaning. It really is. Salvation is free. My work is not. Miss One says. Miss 143. Hilarious. I know that's right. I find a lot of people don't value handmade items. Yeah, well, they'll value it when they don't have something and everybody else has one and it's cute. I'm just saying. Hi Eve, I just got my CISS tonight. Asia Earth says, your continuous ink supply system. Holler. Do we need to do a little bell ringy for that? Yes, we do. Congratulations on your CISS. Woo! Sublimation consideration, sublimation investigation, I said in the post. Larry says, hey Eve, stay safe from the coronavirus. I hope you had a great day. I did. It was a good day today. Leela says, I charge $8 and include a removable insert. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that right now. Have given some away. This is my income since this is my business. I know that's right. Happy Sunday, everyone. PJ Coppett says, thank you very much. I appreciate that. I charge $5 for plain fabric. Oh, I have scrolled past something. Where am I? Uh-oh. Oh, here I am, I think. Yes, here I am. Sorry. I struggle with shipping. Eve, if you ship mass, how do you go about choosing how to ship and charging customers? What I ended up doing, Latasha, oh, you know what? Let me see. Hold on. What I ended up doing, you guys, for myself actually, is I have decided to set up a Shopify account. And the reason why I did that was because I knew that if I did not, I was going to lose my mind. And the reason why I say that is because you have to keep account of everything. You have to know what your orders are, who all is ordering what, and have a way to communicate with folks whenever they want something specific, right? So all of these different orders, and folks want all of these different choices. You kind of need a way to keep account of everything. So for me, the easiest thing was just to set up a store, an online store. Well, fortunately, Shopify, which I didn't know, was offering 90 days for free to have a website or a store. That being the case, I felt it was a good deal. Normally you have like 30 days to try a store. So my thing was, why not go ahead and set something up to make it easier for them as well as for myself. So saying all of that to say, it was easier to just make a store. So doing that, the Shopify calculates your shipping for you. And they also offer shipping through the Shopify store. All of this has been free. I have yet to pay, I've had to pay for the shipping, but I have yet to pay for the website, for e-commerce, for any of that, because it hasn't been 90 days yet. It's only been, I think, 3 weeks now. So the way they have it set up, you tell them what the weight of the item is and how you want to ship it and the options that you want to offer to people to ship. And for my decision was to do USPS only. I'm trying to pull this up so that I can tell you the right information and make sure that I'm not misdirecting you. But Shopify is free for 90 days if you haven't had an e-commerce, and it is easy to, this thing is getting on my nerves. I'm sorry about the ladies folks out, because they're making me jump through hoops when I shouldn't have to. All right, there we go. At any rate, so you can actually start a store and it calculates all of that for you. Say that a little bit. So I'm trying to find the link for Shopify so that you can anyways, I'll have a link at some point in time. I don't have a link right now. So that's one way to do it, Latasha. So it calculates it all for me and I don't have to worry about it. Sheila says, even with the talk of relaxing the shutdowns, many are saying social distancing should remain in effect until 2022. So this may be profitable for a while, which is one of the main reasons why I have been promoting it as hard as I possibly can, because it is beneficial. Even if they relax the laws for social distancing, even if they say, okay, well, don't social distance, you're cool, just go ahead and walk around. But if you feel sick, on any reason, whether you got your allergies and you're sneezing and coughing, it's still polite to cover your face, cover your mouth. If you have a cold, if you do feel sick and have the flu and have to run to the corner store and get you some juice, or run to the Walgreens and get you some decongestant, or whatever the case may be, the polite thing is to protect everyone else around you from the germs that you have, which is the main purpose for the mask. According to the CDC, that's the main purpose, is to protect other people from your germs. So a mask is always going to be beneficial. It really is. Even after 2022, if you feel sick, you really should be wearing a face mask to cover your face. So that being the case, I do believe that the face mask thing is going to be around for quite some time. I really do. I don't see it going anywhere anytime soon. There's always going to be somebody that wants to wear a face mask from this point forward, because this has really rattled a lot of folks' nerves, to see such vast amounts of folks who have been contaminated by this and gotten sick. It's even potentially affected my own family. So, you know, just really concerned that my granddaughter may have coronavirus. They're awaiting her test results now, but to see a child so young and have, 3 years old with a fever of 108, that's ridiculous. So I don't ever want anybody in my family to come in contact with anything like this ever again, if they can so much as help it. And I darn sure don't want anyone in my family spreading something to someone else. That would be tragic and just gut wrenching to think that if I were sick and didn't go through extra steps to keep other people from getting sick, and someone got sick and died, oh my God, that would devastate me. So that being the case, we really need to be more responsible when it comes to our illnesses, and respectful of other folks when it comes to protecting other people from the germs that you may have. It's not a difficult thing to do. It really isn't. And to see so many folks now going to Walmart looking for fabric, which Walmart has no fabric anywhere anymore. But to see so many people in the Walmarts and they just don't wear the mask. It's like they don't care. And it's not going to bother them. It doesn't affect them. They're not worried about it. And I'm just like, But to see them digging that huge trench in New York and piling bodies in that trench because of all the people that have died, and you think you're okay, well, whatever. That's just crazy to me. It really is. Eartha Lewis says, I have been so busy making masks. I had someone come by today to get 20. I'm also making scrub caps for the doctors and nurses now, since my daughter is working in the emergency room. Oh my God, my hat is off to your daughter, because the emergency room is not where I would want to be right now. That is insane. That is insane, because it is so busy there now. So please give her a virtual hug from all of us, because the emergency room, I just cannot believe how hectic it probably is at this point. Lupe, I use the same fabric you are holding, the Avengers. Yeah, that Avengers fabric is pretty popular. You did post it on your business Facebook page. Is it public? Have you ever purchased an ad before on Facebook? Because I think Facebook is offering free ad revenue, like it's something like $5 or $10. If you do see that and come across it, give it a shot. Give it a shot. You'd be surprised. You may not get a whole lot of revenue from it, but it'll at least open up your business page to more potential clients, is the word I'm trying to say. So definitely see if you can work that out. Yes, I have. QIA7 is your Instagram. Post on Instagram as well. As soon as I posted to social media, I have been flooded with orders. Some people have even given me a tip. Crystal Alexander says, I appreciate you. You are a gem. I learned how to use my machine because of you. Well, congratulations. Thank you for letting me know that you found it very helpful. I do definitely enjoy knowing that our videos are helpful to others out there. So thank you for letting me know. And I'm glad you know how to use your machine now. It's nothing more frustrating than to have a piece of equipment and don't know how to use it. Tanya, and for anyone else who has posted to social media, Instagram, TikTok, whatever, What tip would you give to someone like, for instance, mom of 12 who has a Facebook business page? What tip would you give on posting for generating more business, potentially from the face mask, for instance? What tip would you give them? Nicole Dingle, hello, how are you? Guyana. I thought it was Guyana. I'm pretty sure that's what I read. So I'm glad I had that right for a change. Made by Q, if you have Cricut, it can help also cutting. I know that's right. I have used my Cricut for cutting, not fabric yet. Miss Bickham says, hey, hello, how are you? Bad storm here in Power blinking, but wanted to say hi to everyone. Oh my gosh, why are you on here with a bad storm? I only wash the fabric because it's for respiratory purpose, considering the present pandemic. Makes sense. Makes sense. Nicole Dingle says, I'm a big fan. Thank you. We appreciate you coming in and letting us know that you are here and that you enjoy us. Tanya says, I sold 30 to my coworker at $5 each. She was so excited to get them. Most people are excited to get these masks. It's really cool to see that. I'm not gonna lie. Miss Social Dad, to me, it's about building a great clientele. I have a few people who are so glad and appreciative of my work. They pay me so well, and I'm a hobbyist working up. See, some of you can do that too now. Come on. Orlando, and from experience, if you have a very picky customer, friend, family member, get the money up. Get the money up front. I don't like you right now. But that's true. A lot of times you can get stuck. Chris Moyle, I don't sell the masks. I will suggest a donation to purchase more material. I have made only 170 masks and have been given over 300 in donations. Some I have given away. I love it. Hey, Debbie D. How are you? She says, hello, even Who Group. Sorry I'm so late. No worries. We appreciate you joining us this evening. Made by Q. I use Pirate Ship software. It's free. You weigh, print labels, and it gives you a price. Nice. Oh, Marianne Reddick. I use Pirate Ship to ship USPS. See, and I use PayPal sometimes as well. So like, for instance, when we did the giveaway and I had to ship out that stuff, I use PayPal because I can put in the weight and all that jazz and print the label and all that cool stuff. So yes, I do. I apologize. I did neglect to mention that PayPal is www.paypal.com/shipnow. That works too. Okay, my Bickham, hopefully let me know that you're okay after the storm when you watch this later. She said allergies painters. Not sure what that was for. New York has no material. I'm not surprised. Especially New York. I'm not surprised. Potter's Field, Hart Island. Exactly, Aisha. Oh my God. I saw the pictures of that. That thing rips my heart every time I see it and think about it. That's just tragic. They were saying that just so many people, they're not even claiming bodies. That's how bad it is. And I'm just like, how can you not? Anyway, yeah, that's crazy. Sheila Cushionberry says, no one here is taking it serious. Went to Walmart and not one person was wearing a mask except employees. Miss Perrick says, made 3 masks yesterday and 10 today. Paracord and craft beads using wild prints. Plan to ask $5. Our stitching is less than perfect. We're newbies and we're putting wire wrapped in plastic on the nose. No worries. Something is better than nothing. And most folks appreciate the hard work that you're putting into it. So that's quite okay. And you have to use what you can get a hold to. Elastic is not easy to get a hold to. Elastic is worse to get than fabric. I have never in my life. Stay home, stay safe. Philly has made masks mandatory, and that's good because of public transportation. A lot of money to be there. Masks need to be mandatory irregardless. Asia Earth, I'm a conductor for New York and people still not wearing them. Kids still getting on trains or buses. See, and I've seen so many kids without them. I've seen so many kids without masks. Anyway, but the kids recuperate better than the grown people do. So I guess whatever, but it's crazy. A little more wearing the mask there. The grocery store here, all employees are wearing masks. Leslie Ram says. Lupe says, is anyone selling on Etsy? Oh my gosh, I am sleepy. I was thinking about it, but I'm not sure. Help. Etsy I've seen is kind of saturated, but you can sell on Etsy. I know a lot of folks think to go to Etsy when they're looking for something handmade, so I don't see how that could be a bad thing, but I know it is. The mask industry is saturated anyway for folks making masks, so it's not that it's going to matter because they're going to go to whatever they find to be cute. I am going to try pipe cleaners for nose wire. Do you think it will work? Okay, I know a lot of people using pipe cleaner, Tammy, for the nose wire. Yes, that was one of the main things that was suggested to me, which is why I have 2 bags of pipe cleaners when I was going to use them, but I decided not to. Made by Q. Okay, so for those who are interested in posting on social media to promote your business, if you are looking to promote your business, especially for selling the mask, here are some of the tips. Made by Q says the tip is to be ready. Amen. Okay, Made by Q. Amen. All right, because when I posted, I don't know why I didn't expect the influx of orders, but I didn't. So when they came, it was like, oh my God, how do I get all? And then we just had to batten down the hatches and get it done. So yeah. So be ready is an excellent tip. Hope Pierre says make sure your pictures look good, so are clear. She says use Square for invoices and shipping. She says so. That's an excellent suggestion as well. Good pictures will make a big difference. All right. Suzanne Go Green Go. Oh, hey Tracy. Hi Eve, Albany, Georgia in the house. Welcome. Suzanne Go Green Go. Kathy's Quilt Studio in Titusville, Florida has fabric. She has a website and is shipping online orders, but is not open for people. She is out of interfacing. Thank you. I appreciate that. You know what? Kathy's Quilt Studio, I called her. I was going to do a class at her studio, actually. And that was going to be around about the time of the cruise and ended up having to cancel everything. So I didn't ever even get back to her. Robin Boyer, thank you very, very much because I am quite worried about that. Asia Earth, I just wore it, then post. That's how I receive my orders, but only from family. And that's okay because that's usually how it starts. But let your family know to promote you. You know, whenever somebody asks, just like, you know, hey, my family member made this, which is what my family has been doing. And tell them to refer folks to your website so that they can make the purchase or however you want your purchases to be made. Hello, Nora. How are you? Welcome. Thank you for joining us this evening. I'm still waiting on my gift, Eve. I know you're busy. I know, my dear. It's right there on the table. Yours and I got to get Sheila Cushionberry's out. And there's one more. I got a sticky note. It's right there. I know. He fussing at me. So I do have to definitely get that out. And it's out on the table with your name on it and everything. So we're definitely going to do that. Latasha says, what do you use to weigh your orders before shipping? I use a zillion trillion years ago. I've always been an entrepreneur type person, but a zillion trillion years ago, stamps.com, I think was the name of the company. Stamps something. They used to send out shipping equipment so that you could buy stamps and stuff through them and print them out for yourself at home. It was a good concept, but it hasn't really taken off as well as I thought they probably should have. And at one point in time, I'm pretty sure they were pretty big, but at one point they were sending free scales. So I have one scale that's old as dirt, and it will only go to, I want to say 3 pounds or something like that. For me to weigh stuff. So for little things like the bling, for instance, when I needed to weigh the bling before shipping that out, it's easy, great for that. But I learned really quickly that I ship out some stuff heavier than that. So for the mask, that scale is great, but I did end up buying a scale off of Amazon, and it wasn't super expensive either. That goes up to something like 15-20 pounds. I think it's even heavier than that it'll weigh, and I use that for shipping for heavier than 3 pounds. So that's what I use. New York has no elastic either. Nowhere has elastic, it doesn't seem anyways. Meant painters want masks. Oh, painters and construction workers. Yes, that's true. yard workers as well, working out in the yard from grass and stuff. All those folks want masks. You gotta be kidding. Says really worried me when store clerks aren't wearing masks. Even more concerning than the customers. Yeah, my one of my sons works in a he's a manager at a gas station, major brand gas station, and the only reason why I say major brand is because it annoys me that for the longest they would not let the employees wear masks, and that thing had me heated. Y'all just don't know, because I'm like, they messing with the wrong mama, because my son gonna wear a mask. I don't care what nobody say. But yeah, that was tragic. For the longest they would not let them wear masks. I think only recently they started letting them wear masks without flak, and it has to be a completely plain mask. They won't let them wear it. I'm like, that's stupid. You want your people to be anyway. Tiny, I've been using hair bands for your mask. Awesome sauce. I have as well when I could not find elastic, and for the black, because I can't find black elastic right now. I use knit fabric that has good stretch, better than elastic. I've heard of that as well. Chris says I use pipe cleaners as well to shape over the nose. Karen Murray is selling on Etsy. Dr. Janice Strickland. Hey, Dr. Janice Strickland, how are you? I use pipe cleaners for my mask. She's out here making masks too with pipe cleaners. I'm trying to tell you how the pipe cleaners are good. Glue, paper, scissors. I love that name. My husband cuts material. I sew them together. Wire nose pocket for filter. We made a little over 300 masks. Nice. Made by Q says you got storms there too. Y'all please be careful where the storms are. Bought me a bell. I ring and think of you. Cool beans. Thank you. I know, right? Sometimes I sit there and ring it for whatever reason, because I'm just silly sometimes. Thanks, Eve. Lots of good information. I'm more of a craft buyer than a seller. That's what I'm a preschool teacher. I know that's right. However, it's nice to have a part-time owned business. See, and that's the other thing. When you deal with little babies, with the kids, and you doing crafting and stuff, it's fun making stuff and crafting. Oh man, it's just like my happy place to teach and to make stuff. Made by Q. I bought a nice scale. It's about $35 on Amazon. You know what? I'll have to put a scale on my Amazon page if I ever remember to do it. I'll put one up, the one that I bought. Tammy, I cut one 6-inch piece and just roll it up so it doesn't poke through. Oh, I'm back for the moment. Yay, I've been working on the mask that has a pocket filter and a universal fit with no leakage. I think I finally got it. That's what's up. Now, is that going to be part of the 1,500 mask order, or is that just your regular orders? Miss Sparix, Lowe's has a large roll of 20 gauge galvanized steel wire that bends easily. We wrap it in best quality duct tape for the nose, about $10. That is an awesome tip. Thank you, Miss Sparix. Latasha asked, is the scale linked in your Amazon store? I should have linked that. And Chris Moy, that is Mr. Baby's booty, as some people put it. That's my husband. Debbie Kidd says I have 100 yards of elastic that just came in. If anybody wants to buy it for what I pay. Why is you selling it, Debbie Kidd? Why you ain't using it? And yeah, I'll buy it from you. Just let me know. Especially if it's 1/4 inch, I'll buy it from you. If not, I don't like it thicker, or if it's thinner. But if it's thicker than 1/4 inch, I don't like it thicker. Asia Earth, text me and let me know. Asia Earth, here also I was the first conductor to wear a face shield. Now almost all have one. See, you was the smart one. That's all I'm gonna say. Oh, hey, I wonder if you know a friend of mine that works up there. I'm gonna have to figure that out. 16 gauge floor wire works as well, Marianne Reddick says. Made a brown mask with the UPS logo in gold reflective, and they all want some like his now. See, that's what I like. When you find a niche that nobody else is doing, and you can make it where it tailor fits to a certain group of folks. Now that's another hot area, is sublimating masks. That's another really hot area. I was using the floral wire, but it doesn't stand up to washing the way pipe cleaner does, Linda L says. Will steel wire rust? Leslie Ram asks. I don't know. So if you use steel wire, please answer if Leslie Ram. Please answer Leslie Ram. She asked, will steel wire rust? Can't get my words right. I don't use anything in mine. Many retailers call pipe cleaner fuzzy sticks now. They kept it simple, didn't they? Latasha says, hi, Mr. Eve, back there in the corner. He says hello. I don't know if you heard that or not. Yes, quarter inch and decided not to do masks. Well then, holla at me, mama. Let me know how much it is, so I'll send you the money tonight. I found a poly stretchy material at Walmart a few months ago, $5 for 5 yards. It works so well when you cut it in strips and stretch it. It will roll right up, and it's so comfortable on the ears. Well, that's smart. Oh, polyester stretchy material at Walmart. Now, see, I just bought some. I wonder if that's stretchy enough. I bought some polyester material from Walmart a couple of days ago, about a week ago, actually. And I sublimated it so that I could make a custom mask for a customer of mine. And it got runs in it as it was stitching. I don't know if you can see how well you can see that. It got runs in it like stockings. And that annoyed me so much. But if it weren't for that, it would have turned out really cute. Even though I need to raise the logo up higher, but it was the first time sublimating and putting a mask together that was sublimated. So I will give it a try again, but I'm going to have to find a different polyester fabric because that has annoyed me. I made some masks for Popeye's fried chicken with their logo on it. They love them. And it's funny. We were talking the other day because he was like, you know, some of this fabric is licensed fabric and they're going to be mad and they're going to come. I'm like, at this point, they kind of, in a way, don't care because people need masks and they're being more lenient because it's giving them something, number one, that's protecting them and helping them. But it's also, you know, most folks aren't charging $50 for a mask. You know, they're not like price gouging. So that's a really good thing. And that helps people all over. So if you're able to make a mask for a company, a lot of times they'll go with it because they would love to have, their logo on it. Marianne Reddick says, change your needle. You mean a smaller needle? Because I don't even know what needle I'm using. Because this is on the multi needle, so I have to look at whatever needle. But it's putting runs in this fabric. And I think a thicker polyester would probably do better as well, personally. But it turned out real cute. Yes, steel wire will rust, Linda L says. And the amen corner back here said it will. I saw your post with the mask, Marianne Reddick says. Stainless steel will not rust, she says. Sheila, I drafted it for sewing and can cut it and make it in about 5 to 10 minutes. Nice. Eve, I got cable ties from Dollar General, 30 in a pack. It makes good for nose pieces on a mask. Cable ties. Okay, I have to keep that in mind. I haven't been to Dollar Tree. Yo, oh no, you said Dollar General, but even still, I ain't been to Dollar Tree in over a month and a half, y'all. It's sad. I've been going through withdrawal a little bit. I just don't know what to do with myself. I love Dollar Tree. Y'all know I do. It's crazy. Buy galvanized wire and it won't rust when washed. AJ Rich, hello, welcome. Thank you for joining us this evening. There's a whole bunch of y'all in here tonight. Thank you for joining us. My hubby is manager at Walmart Distribution Center. Sheila Cushionberry said, hey Sheila, have him send me some fabric. Look out for me, girl. Look out for me. They are going to be mandatory to wear masks starting next week now that things are relaxing. I know, ain't that a trip? That's what's up. Popeyes asked me to put their logo on it, so I did. Nice. Ballpoint versus sharp. That makes all the sense in the world. I do want a thicker polyester though. I don't know. We'll try it with a ballpoint and I'll let you know how it goes. Suzanne Go Green Go says knits have a more open structure weave than quilters cotton, which is recommended. Dr. Janice Strickland says you need to use a ballpoint needle to keep the fabric from running. Okay, y'all a trip. Look at that. Joan Anderson, try a ballpoint needle and a little larger stitch. Put fusible interfacing on the back of it. I watch all the time, just don't comment. Well, thank you for commenting this time. We like hearing from you. If you're in here, we like for you to say, hey. That's the whole point. The interaction is what we love. Not just me. I'm boring by myself. Cecilia Rodriguez says, hi, Eve. Hey, Cecilia. How are you? Welcome. Thank you for joining us this evening. Nice Soulful Creation says, my daughter went to work and came back home with an order of 1,000 masks. Tell your daughter she the real MVP. I hope she gonna help you out on that one. Hilarious. The wife and mommy life. Hello. Hey, who's in the mirror in the background? That is hubby. That's my support group. I normally don't have that mirror back there, but I moved it today, and so y'all can see him. Normally he ain't over there, but that's him back there chilling. Look, commenting and making sure that I ain't saying something I ain't got no business saying. That's what he's doing back there. That's hilarious. Jimmy Miller, Laverne, hi Eve, making football, basketball, and baseball masks for children. Have y'all seen the cute kids masks with the little doggy face embroidered on little animal faces? We talked about it last week, but those are so cute. Where did you get the file for the mask? I got it from embroiderylibrary.com, emblibrary.com. Matter of fact, let's do this. It is free. Miss Bickham says, I have so much quilters cotton, but it is mostly things that men wouldn't want to wear. Yeah, and that's one of the problems that I was coming up against. But the solid colors, the team fabric, the Avengers type stuff, they okay with that. Where did I see it? Loving to craft with Venice. Loving to craft with Venice. Go to Home Depot, buy the bungee cord pack. Each cord is full of elastic. Really now? I've heard that. I haven't ever opened up a bungee cord, so I didn't know. I had no clue. Let's see. AJ Rich RN, you made me stop being afraid of these embroidery machines I've been avoiding for 2.5 years. I am very glad to hear that. There's no need to be afraid of them. You got this, girl. You got this. I got you. I'm here with you. We can do this together. I promise. You just got to believe in me and have faith in yourself, and you can do it. I swear you can. Shoot, if I can do it, anybody can do it. I didn't think I'd ever be able to do it. Let's see. The wife and mommy says, hi, hubby. Miss Bickham says hi to the hubby as well. He says, hello, ladies, from back there in his deep, manly man voice. Nice Soulful Creations. For those still looking for fabric, go to Joanne's website. I have been receiving in 3 to 5 days. I'm going to tell you what the problem I've had with trying to order online. They would have listed, hey, we got this fabric, that fabric, this fabric. It's gorgeous fabric. Order this fabric. I go to order the fabric and all of a sudden it says not available. Wait a minute. Then why is it showing up? Why don't you say in the outset it's not available, so that I don't sit there and keep adding stuff to cart only to find out you don't have it? That's annoying. So I stopped ordering. I stopped even looking online. And then too, for my own personal, my own personal stash, I guess, for lack of better words, I have so much fabric, right? So much fabric that what I've done is every stitch of fabric that I have, every bit of it, if I come across some in the studio, or I've cleaned out just about every bit of fabric I have, and my mom is like, what fabric do you have? Give it here. She's been cutting it into the predetermined squares for me. So every stitch of fabric that I have has been cut up, so that when the time comes to make a mask, I can just go ahead and make a mask out of it and I ain't got to worry about it. So I kind of have been kind of backing away from buying more fabric, even though sometimes when I'm at Walmart, I'll go to the fabric section anyway, just to see, just to see. And if it's a popular type fabric, I'll go ahead and get it if they have enough of it. But for the most part, I'm not buying fabric, even though I would love to have black. Black is so hard to find right now. But the last time I got black, I just found a plain cotton, 100% cotton sheet set and cut that up. And that's been working phenomenal, actually. But usually the black is just the back of the mask, not the front. So, but I have so many solid colors. That's primarily what I have. But yeah, the fabric thing is a fool. Hello, Contessa Harris. How are you? Welcome. And thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. I appreciate that. Erica Cooper. Hi, Miss Eve. Erica and Tyra here from Ohio. Well, hey, Erica and Tyra. How are y'all doing today? Welcome. Making masks and enjoying the show. Well, thank you for letting me know that. I appreciate that. Inspiration Creation says Lori from Canada saying hi. Hello. Welcome to you as well. I swear, once we get through this virus, I never want to sew another mask or a scrub cap ever again. I've been doing so many, I swear I imagine sewing them in my sleep. I'm trying to tell y'all the other night I had a whole live dream about sewing these stupid about sewing the masks. I was putting fabric together in my dream, and when I woke up, I was like, now see, this is a fool. I shouldn't be dreaming about these masks. I swear I did. So I'm glad I am not the only one, but I was a little down about that because I did not want to be sewing in my sleep. AJ Rich says literally did my first design last week after 2.5 years. Congratulations, ma'am. It wasn't as bad as you thought it was it? It really wasn't. It probably was in the beginning, but after you got through it, it was a lot easier than you thought. So I'm glad you're getting into it, and you will be just as addicted as the rest of us are. Let us see. Joanne's drives me crazy with their online ordering. Yeah, no, not feeling it. Not feeling it. I pre-cut also, just done 15 yards of poly. See, and I got to find me some polyester that I like. I really do. And that way, well, something that I ain't got to change my needles for because I really don't want to do that. I fell asleep for at least 2 hours the other night, Dr. Janet said. After doing all that work, I found black solids, Joanne. It says not available online, but the store will have it. See, and I have yet to go to, Tracy says I did that with the sheet. I had to. I couldn't find black anywhere. But I haven't been to Joann's in actually like 3 months. It's been a while since I've been to Joann's. And I thought about going. What day was that? I was going to go to Joann's. Today is Sunday. I want to say it was Wednesday. I think it was Wednesday. I was going to go. And then I was like, I just didn't feel like it. I really didn't. I didn't even feel like it because I felt like if I went, I wouldn't find what I wanted. So it wasn't no point in me going. And all the good fabric was going to be gone. So that's why I didn't go. But now that I'm thinking about it, I may go look for the polyester because there's a specific, I've used it before, but I only had a little bit of it. And for the life of me, I can't remember where I got it from. I think I ordered it off of fabric.com about 2 months ago. So I know I'll never find it now. Even though nobody's ordering that kind of fabric, now that I think about it. I'm talking to myself, but talking to y'all at the same time. This is insane, but I may go because sublimating these masks are definitely a hit, especially since people are putting faces on these masks. That's been very popular, wildly popular actually. So I've seen people put famous people faces, you know, where the nose down is very very, you know them when you see them. And then I've seen, I saw one y'all where it had a gold tooth. It was cute. It was a rapper face or something they called it. It was crazy. And then I saw kitty cat faces and doggy faces. Oh, those are so cute. So I mean, it's like, you know, the sublimation thing. Which 6-needle embroidery machine would you recommend? I actually would not necessarily recommend a 6-needle embroidery machine, Lucy, and the reason why is because the 6-needle embroidery machine that I have is the same price as the 15-needle embroidery machine that I have. So I would actually recommend the larger machine, the more bang for your buck. Don't pay for a name, pay for the work that you're going to get out of it. That's what you need to pay for. AJ says, as a medical professional, I can almost guarantee you all will be able to make masks. There are nurses like me that will not be caught off guard again. Yeah, that was pretty rough. And then y'all look, how about today I saw an article that a darn tractor trailer caught fire, and it was carrying N95 masks, and just about the whole load burnt to smithereens. And they had to throw all those N95 masks away, a tractor trailer load. And I was like, oh my God, that is absolutely ridiculous. What in the world? So it's like, you know, everything is just jacked up with this whole situation. It was crazy. They caught, everybody was caught off guard. And shouldn't have been, but they were. Everybody was caught off guard. So yeah, Joanne's here seems to be price gouging. Dr. Strickland says, I haven't been yet, so I'll have to see. Not all the fabrics they have in the store are online at Joanne's. Yeah, I may have to go by there then. I don't know. AJ says, I'm already addicted, and yes, it was that bad. I bought $100 worth of stuff from Dollar Store to practice on. That's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. At least you got it from the dollar store. But also check Goodwill or thrift stores and practice on that stuff too. And then towels. You can embroider on towels all day, every day, easily. So I definitely suggest towels. And go to that same website that I posted for that mask design. They always have a free design every month in all sizes, so you can get a free design every month. Excellent stitching out on their stuff. They also have beautiful designs on sale every week. Every Tuesday they come out with a new category that's on sale. $1 used to be 99 cents a design, but they've gone up significantly since then, so it's like $1.40 per design. Beautiful designs, beautiful designs, and you can practice with those and you know, embroider on all of that stuff. Treese C says, speaking of being afraid, I'm in that line too, having used my brand new heat press that I've had for about 10 years. Look at me here, stepping out on the embroidery stage. Eve, help. Look, I can't help you, because I'm gonna tell you what, I'm bad about having stuff. I have barely touched the silhouette. When did I buy it? In December. I barely touched it, and I am somewhat ashamed, but I have been very, very busy, so I can't, you know, be too hard on myself. But we tend to invest in stuff, and then it ends up coming to be beneficial later. And so that's why for me right now, that heat press will come in handy. We're going to really get into doing some sublimation here soon. I'm working with some folks now on sublimating on cotton and seeing how that possibly can be an option here soon. We'll have to try it out and see how well it works and if it works. So pretty excited about that. And more information on that will be coming down the pipes really soon. So hang on to that heat press. You never know, it may come in handy real soon. Made by Q says, have you seen the pre-cut sublimation one? They are $2.49 and $2.99. All you have to do is sublimate. I have seen, okay, there are several folks out there that are selling the sublimation masks already. A couple of one or two of them, it's a single layer mask. I'm not a fan of that at all. The other major player that I do know of that's selling sublimation masks, his are 2-ply. Oh, sorry. I'm gonna have to wrap this up soon. Here's a 2-ply. Not a fan of that either. I prefer 3-layer. So that's why I was looking to make them myself, actually, instead of going through someone else, because I wanted it to be 3-layer. And also the ones that they have is the pre-shaped one, and I like the kind that expands. So that's the other. I'm mad I didn't think to change to a ballpoint noodle. Y'all know I've been tired and not paying attention to what I'm doing. I didn't think to change that needle. But I appreciate y'all. Y'all always correct me, and I love it. Somebody said I am so done. Sheila Cushionberry, I am so done with year 2020 already. Honey, I know so many folks that is right there with you. Right there with you. Hello, everyone. Pray you all are doing well. Thank you, Tanya. Girly, I appreciate that, and thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. Let us see. AJ, when it comes to designs, I'm a techie, so I have the expensive digitizing software. My husband just shakes his head. I have expensive digitizing software too. I use it. I do use it, but I also like buying designs that are already made as well. Tanya says, our Joanne here in Huntsville has closed temporarily and only open for curbside Saturday and Sunday. I don't even know if ours is open and when it's open. I need to look into that before I go down there. Aisha Earth says, yes, just received mouse pads to sublimate. Yay. Puzzles are a hit right now too because of folks being quarantined. Puzzles for kids is another one. Stampin' Sue Creates, I just ordered my first serger. I'm scared to death to use it. Arriving tomorrow, then have to wait for the thread delivery. Okay, so sergers, if you wanted to be intimidated by anything, a serger definitely would be it. But I will tell you this, watching YouTube videos on how to use a serger, as well as reading the manual on how to set up the serger properly and reading the manual on how to use the serger is going to be the best decision you will make off gate. A lot of people underestimate sitting down and just like reading a manual. Sit down with that machine in front of you when you get your thread and read the manual. Actually, you can read it before you get your thread because you'll learn a lot about that machine and what its capabilities are. You may not use all of them right away, but at least somewhere down the road, you'll be like, oh, I am so sorry. You'll be like, oh my God, I think my serger can do that. And you'll remember it. It'll come back to mind. And then you'll be able to do that with your serger later. So yes, Marianne, I love my serger. It's about 30 years old and runs like a champ. Sergers are awesome, but you have to take the time to learn it. You have to take the time to learn it. Aisha Earth says silky socks are selling. Yes, I think theirs is the 2-ply one that I was looking at. AJ says, I have a saltgrass and just got a wide format Epson 2 days ago. I'm in the sub game, also addictive. Yes, the sublimation. Yes, very much so. I love sublimation. It's a lot of fun. That's why I'm actually super excited about sublimating more so than just using this cotton fabric. Your yawning is reaching all Alabama. So stop it. I said, master. So I saw we. Because I'm telling you what, as soon as I click off, I'm going to bed. I ain't kidding. I am tired. I'm tired. I just read mine before turning you on. Y'all. Yeah, you got to get that manual going. Where can I get good serger thread? Okay, serger thread. I have gotten my serger thread honestly from Joann's, but that would be where can you get good serger thread? Let me think. I'm trying to think of a good thread company where you can just get just regular thread. Okay, you know what, let me ask y'all, because see, I don't sew on a regular basis. Most of the thread I buy is embroidery thread. I don't generally use regular thread. So if you have a suggestion for sewing thread, serger thread, drop it in the comments, please, so that she can know where to get some good serger thread. Tanya says, I love my serger. It's not very hard. I prefer my serger over my sewing machine. Sergers are phenomenal. Once you get to use them and get to know them and love them, yeah, most people prefer sewing with the serger. Superior Threads, I did not realize they did regular thread. Superior Threads is awesome. Now, I love Superior Threads, the company itself, and the knowledge that they dole out, and just, I love Superior Threads. Now, I've never bought thread from them, but the Dr. Threads is awesome. He's awesome. And I'll put it that way. I would buy thread from them because of the knowledge that he gives with his business and what he does. So, yeah. He has an excellent video on needles, how to use needles, what needles to use, and what thread, all excellent video. It's on YouTube. So, March Campbell, thank you. You have a good night, my dear. I'm actually going to log off a little early tonight as well because I am very tired. And I need to get up early and hit the mask trail again. Marianne Reddick said, and keep it oiled. Yas. Maxi Lock brand is her serger. Wawak sell serger thread. Eartha Lewis again. Wawak has great prices on serger thread. I don't know who Wawak is. I'm gonna have to look them up. Do you have a video on needles, like what number to use with what? Yes, I do. And my video is based off of the information from the video through Superior Threads. So, I mean, the official, like the most knowledgeable source you can get to for needles is who I learned from. And so that's what I am presenting in my video. So if you go to thebabiesbooty.com on YouTube and type in our search for needles, and it'll pull up. My only local resource for thread is Walmart. They have serger cones too. Do they? Do we have serger? I don't remember if we have serger cones or not. Thanks everyone and Eve for commenting on your question. You're welcome. Walmart serger thread is adequate and cheap. Basic colors only. Kingsbury Craft said. I have yet to. I'm gonna have to pay attention to see if they have serger thread. I never noticed. That's crazy. SuperiorThread.com. Let me look it up. Debbie D, I also love my serger. Yes, learn it, and you will love it too. YouTube was how I learned how to use it. Wawak has a sale on serger thread right now for $1.99. Thread Art is another place. Sulky has some, but not a lot. AJ Rich, I was wondering why people were not using sergers for masks instead of embroidery machines. Did not realize people thought they were difficult. Yeah, a lot of people think a serger is difficult. I thought a serger was difficult until I actually learned how to use it. And then come to find out, a lot of it, my issue was not threading it correctly because I didn't take the time to read. And then number two, my throat plate on my serger was broken and I didn't know it. And that's what was causing my problem. And I thought it was me. I was about to cry, not realizing it. SuperiorThreads.com. Yes. I thought that it was me. It wasn't. Quilting thread, piecing thread, sewing thread, embroidery thread, Surgeon General. So let's get you guys this link. Copy. And right here we're going to paste. That's Surgeon Threads. Carmen Alvarado, I am in California. There is a 1 hour wait to get into Joann's, and that is if you are lucky. It could be longer curbside. Pick is a 5-day wait. Child. Pearl Lucas, I buy my serger thread from Superior and regular sewing threads. Okay, I did link them, so hopefully that works. Eartha Lewis says Wawak used to be called Atlanta thread. I hope I'm pronouncing it correctly. Can I use my Cricut heat press for sublimation? Thank you so much for all the great information. You're welcome. Yes, you can. As long as you can set the temperature on it to 400, because that's 385 to 400 is the sublimation temperature for most instances. And as long as you can hold it in place evenly, you should be fine. Patricia Husky, I've been serging since 1988 when I work in a sewing factory, Walmart, and eBay. Sergers are awesome. Thank you, Patricia, for being a YouTube group member. I love my serger as well. Miss Bickham says, some come with videos that show what it can do. I bought my serger thread from a garment factory, Joann's, and a quilt shop here. Occasionally, I bought from Walmart as well. Thread art is awesome, too, for thread of all kinds, Miss Social Deb says. AJ Eve, all Walmarts don't carry the same things. No, but we do have a Walmart close to me that still sells fabric on the boat. So I would think they would have serger thread, but I never looked for it. So I'm going to just make a conscious effort to look and see if they have it. It would be cool to know. But I have serger thread as old as dirt, and I can't even remember where I got it from. But a lot of my color cones of serger thread I did get from Joann's. One time they had a sale and it was clearance and out cones, so I bought some. Debbie Kid, I have to learn how to thread mine. That was one of the biggest problems, because some of the areas that you have to thread, you have to have the tweezers, long tweezers to thread it. But once you thread it, that thing runs like a champ. You can get it right. Miss Bickham said, I did get some serger thread from Long Creek Mills when we went there. I'll be glad when they reopen. But yes, Long Creek Mills did have some. And they're still not sold out of everything. They still have tons and tons and tons of thread left. So I think they're trying to get all of that sold off before they actually shut down. Stampin' Sue Create says, I found ordering from Etsy is quicker and shipping in better deals than Amazon and Joann's. You talk about for fabric? Because I have heard other folks have get fabric from there. I haven't, but I heard they have. Marianne Reddick, Easy Press 2 does reach 400 degrees. That's what's up. Made by Q, I waited 3 at Joann. Watch Cricut heat press will slide up. So be careful using the Cricut heat press. Rebecca Ricketts, I love your name. Hi, Rebecca. My serger of 25 years failed. Stopped working while I was sewing masks. Where can you buy a new serger from? I know they sell sergers at the Walmart. I go to several Walmarts, actually. So I know Walmart carries them. You probably can get one from Amazon right about now. I don't know, because Amazon was sold out of anything dealing with, if it had anything to do with possibly even thinking about making a mask, you won't get it. It's not there. Rotary cutters, gone. The cutters where you roll the fabric, they're all gone. Elastic, gone. What else was I looking for? Had me heated. And then some of the stuff that's not gone, they've jacked the price way up, the people who were selling them. Even stuff that I bought in the past, you know, in the shopping cart, it tells you when your price goes up or down. A couple of things, the price has gone quite sky high on me. The replacement blades for the rotary cutters gone. Some stuff I'm just like, forget it. Ain't no point in me even looking, because it's gonna be gone. Ain't no point, or too expensive. So AJ Rich, oh, Joann's, you should be able to buy a serger as well if you have a Joann's near you, Miss Ricketts. AJ Rich says the very big Cricut press does not heat evenly through the plate. Uh-oh. Angelia Baker at Walmart, it would be on the bottom thread rack. Okay, I'll definitely check that out. I will definitely check that out. Leslie Ram, Rebecca Ricketts, I have a brand new one you can buy. Y'all gonna have to get up with each other. Not sure how you'll do that. Somebody need to send somebody a contact information if you're interested in buying. Oh, you also can get them off of your local Craigslist, OfferUp, Let Go stuff, Facebook Marketplace. You can find sergers there too. Not probably brand new, but you can find them, because a lot of people don't use them. They don't understand them, so they get rid of them. Yes, fabric. Okay, on Etsy. Found serger thread as well. That's what's up. All of our sewing machines and sergers are sold out at Walmart. That's crazy. I ordered my serger from Home Depot online, cheapest price too. I've seen them sell embroidery machines. I don't know what Home Depot online is out here doing, but they selling stuff. So yeah, you probably, I'm sure you can. Miss 143 True, this is the house of fabric I live in, and Etsy is one of the many places I've been buying fabric from for many years. That's cool to know. Nice soulful creation. Try Michael's for rotary cutters. Ordered 2 on Friday. Thank you, because my mom wants some. Which multi-needle embroidery machine would you recommend or suggest? I am highly suggesting the red line. Not only because I have it, but because I love it. It is a wonderful machine. Definitely check out some of my lives on here. Type in or search red line under the baby's booty, and you'll pull up quite a few videos where we discuss the red line. I show the red line, show how it works, the pros and the cons of the red line. All of that stuff is here on YouTube. Miss Social Deb, I don't want to be without my serger ever. A staple for my sewing room. Best advice I ever got. Thread and thread serger over and over until it's just a natural thing. Oh, thread and thread your serger over and over until it's just a natural thing. Yeah, that's yeah. I was snotting and crying and threading through tears, and come to find out it was the throat plate. But yes, if you thread it time and time again, you will get the hang of it. Tanyu says, I have the red line as well. It is awesome. I love my embroidery machine. Love my embroidery machine. And a novice can use that machine. All we have to sell at my Joann's is a serger because everybody is afraid of it. I'm trying to tell you, I don't know what it, well, I do. It was intimidating to me as well. I'm not going to lie. All them darn things, you got to thread all that stuff through and 4 spools at the top. Now look at me with 15 needles that I'm spooling and threading and whatnot. It's crazy. But, yeah, love the serger when it's acting right. So you guys, it is 20 till here. Scooby-Doo says, I love my Amaya XT. Amaya. As many as you can add. Your embroidery machine. Miss Bickham taught me that. I love her so much. So you guys, it is 20 minutes till. I am not wanting to yawn in your faces anymore. And I am going to have an early start tomorrow. At some point, I will be posting that pleating video. How to get perfect pleats from a Dollar Tree ruler. A Dollar Tree ruler. Where did you get the clamp for your red line? What clamp are you talking about, Miss Tanyu? Now, if you're talking about the grip clamp, that's not for the red line, but they do make it for the red line. I'm kind of new to sublimation. Do you have to use a Teflon pad on the bottom plate? You don't have to, but you should. Only because there are instances where stuff can spill over and you don't want that staining your bottom plate. So I suggest putting Teflon on the bottom. But with sublimation, you really should be lining the bottom of your heat press with butcher paper of some sort. So whatever your blowout paper is going to be, you definitely need to have it on the bottom plate on top of the Teflon paper. Okay, so my suggestion is, even if you don't put Teflon on the bottom, definitely in sublimation, put your blowout paper, whether that's butcher paper, whether that's paper towels, whatever you so choose to use, it needs to be on that bottom plate. Because blowout, meaning what happens with sublimation itself, the term sublimation means turning from a solid to a gas or something like that. Liquid, going from liquid to gas or something. I can't remember what it is right now. Solid to a gas. My conscience says from over there. So if it's going from a solid to a gas, as soon as you heat that ink up on the paper with that 400 degrees, that ink starts to like materialize or turn into a gas. And so it will spread. And if you look at a page that has been sublimated, which I don't have one right here on me. Usually I throw them right in the trash, so I probably shouldn't even look for it. But at any rate, the edge around the sublimation image on the paper after you're done sublimating, look at it and you'll see how it's really fuzzy all along the edges, and it's branched out from where the original image was. That's because that's blowout. That's where all that gas just kind of seeped out and it went around the substrate that you're sublimating on. So you have to protect your heat press from that blowout, from that extra ink that's turning into a gas that's going out from around your item that you're sublimating. Because if you don't, what will happen is you'll go to sublimate something else afterwards, and part of what you just sublimated will sublimate back onto your new item, and you're like, how? Where did this come from? I don't know, you know, I don't have that on here, so why did it ghost, or why is that on my thing? And it's because you sublimated and that ink might have attached to the top of the heat press or the bottom of the heat press, and then when you press something else and heat that back up, it turns back into a gas, and it's going to be attracted to that polyester or that poly coated item. So you need to protect your heat press, because once you sublimate onto that heat press, it will transfer to subsequent substrates. So yes, you definitely want to protect your heat press. And you're welcome, Joan Anderson. So hi, Maxine Seeley, how are you, my dear? I will very seldom thread my serger. I tie it off when I change colors, only thread the needle because the knot will not go through it. And that's pretty much what we do with the embroidery machine as well. Yes, they who? I'm in the market for one. I want to do shoes. They who? Huh? Oh, that was, oh my gosh. I'm sorry. Now I understand what you're asking me. That clamp came from, oh my gosh. I am so embarrassed right now, but I'm tired, so I don't remember. Embroidery. And you can let them know I sent you as well. Hoop Tech. Wait a minute. No, was it Hoop Tech? Hold on. I don't think it's Hoop Tech. Let me see. It might be Hoop Tech, and my brain is just like really fried right now. And then it ain't wanting to pull up. What's up? Let's close this down. Let's close this down. Close this down. Pretty sure. I don't think it's Hoop Tech. Oh my gosh. Embroidery. Coleman and Company. Duh. It's Coleman and Company is where I got it from. It's called the Embroidery Grip. Coleman and Company. And you have the red line. So let us go to I'm sorry, I'm trying to find the actual direct link so that I can link it for you. Embroidery grip. There we go. Universal 14-inch. Extend the grip to 19.5 inches. I don't know what that's all about, but I'm going to link you single head machine application red line. Okay, so this one will fit the red line, so I'll link this one to you. Now whether mine is a 14-inch one or not, I don't know, but this one is shown with a picture of a shoe, so it should work with a shoe. Good night, Debbie D. It should work with a shoe. So there you are, Tanya. That's the link. And let them know I sent you. I don't remember what discount they're giving or whatever with it. I'm not sure. But if you let them know I sent you, they might be willing to work with you on that at Coleman and Company. Let's see. Company. I use cheap printer paper for top, middle, and bottom blowouts. Then I throw out using a quill cage. The quill cage. The quill's getting the leftovers. Which makes sense. I mean, they're pooping on it. But yes, cheap printer paper can work as well. Can work as well. You're welcome. You're welcome. So now we have 10 minutes. So I appreciate you guys joining us this evening. It was phenomenal as always. I do like these impromptu laid back shows. We're going to try and do something a little more formal within the next couple of weeks. As I mentioned, we're definitely going to be getting back into sublimation because I'm working with someone who is giving us a solution for sublimating on cotton. So we're going to see how that works. So we're definitely going to look back into sublimation. And then with embroidery, we'll check back in on the mask game and see how that's going next week. I don't know how that's going to turn out or what have you. Hopefully everything will be still on and popping for those who are selling masks and for those who want to get into it or wanting to advertise and build up some business for masks. We're going to check back in with you next week as well, see how that's going. And also checking on sublimating on masks and seeing what we can come up with for that. So meanwhile, I appreciate y'all joining us. It's been a blast as always. I definitely look forward to seeing you all again next week. Same channel, same time. Lord willing, and the creek don't rise, right? So you all please stay safe. Wear your face mask. If you aren't making them for yourself, wear something. Stay safe. Wash your hands. And craft yourself silly while you are quarantined at home. So definitely appreciate you all being here with us, and I look forward to seeing you all again next week. All right, so thanks for joining us, and you have a great evening. Bye.